Greetings and salutations. This is Pandora the Eclectic, also known as Pandora the Eclectic One on SoundCloud. And that is a text I got from one of my family members, of which I will not speak of in here, because I love him. I just don't want too much information to get out there. That's why. But, first of all, I want to start off with a very good question about the current world we are living in. And I like to say, has everyone really gone freaking mad lately? Just, are we honestly serious? And yes, I know I was just having my other video was about my abusive friend, of course, but I'm sorry. This is friggin' ridiculous. A lot of things that are just going on in the world today are freaking ridiculous. And it's so ridiculous, I think I've forgotten some of the things that have been going on. I'm going to start off with, I've been rewatching some guy to Seven's new video to the New Nation of Islam, of which I'm going to speak on a little bit. And this is directed towards and by black people. And from a black person, of course, not one that was born in 1965 or lives in the ghetto or any of the following. But I'm sorry, New Nation of Islam. I don't care if you get pissed. But no, and again, no one wants anything to do with what you want or even have any interest in anything to do with. Of having a little town where it is separate and taken away from, white people. Am I wearing this shirt on backwards? Yes, I am. Oh well, you get double use out of it. I'll probably make another video on right, but that's besides the point now. Yeah. This is just ridiculous, people. Just stupid, ridiculous, and imbecilic. Because, I'm sorry, how is that any better than when they used to have ghettos for black people? Except, it'd been really, really nice, and you'd be safe from harm and whatever. Of which I think is complete nonsense, because not only did he want those people in there, and not only do, upstanding, law-abiding, and black people like myself would get to live there, we get a bunch of, insane, mentally off people who deserve to be in this particular place coming from jails. I want you to think about that for a few seconds. Seriously? Seriously. Yeah, he wants this. I don't think it takes very long to think about it, and now. Yeah. I'm sure you all are like. And here's another thing, even though I'm already aware of this sort of thing, it's not common for this to happen, but apparently there's apparently a teenage boy who was raped by like a 20-year-old woman or something or other. Well, you know what? He owes this woman back taxes. Well, not back taxes. Back alimony for the child that he gave birth to. Or he not gave birth to, but, that apparently he brought into the world. Now, mind you, this was going on well before he turned 16, I think. That was before, legal age of consent even. So, but yet, since he's a boy, or now currently a man, and he owes alimony to this bitch who raped him. I swear, I'm aware that here's the thing. I love America. I love it, but if we could be any stupider, we could open up a sideshow where everyone can watch and just laugh at the absolute stupidity of our nation. And I'm sure they already do, but, hey, we can think about it. We could profit from it, people. We really could. We honestly could. But anyways, yeah. Next story. Now, of course, everyone knows how I feel about censorship. If you don't, there's a video will have Mark Twain on it. And a picture of Mark Twain as the thumbnail and everything. And you can watch that and just the supreme stupidity of how I feel about censorship. But apparently, a teacher is getting arrested for a book about a school shooting that is meant to happen in the way off future. Not today, not tomorrow, and even then, even if it was, it's fiction. It most likely may not happen. It might be, coincidence. But, with the people who are running our country, which, let's just be honest, I'm not shocked that they think this way, only because we're trying to lead an entire country based off of a book that we can either really prove, of course you also can't deny any of the things that go on in it, we can't really deny Jesus Christ and we can't deny the flood, but there's, it's just that we can definitely say, the flood itself could not have happened, alright? Scientifically, if it did, no one right now living on this planet would have ever, or could even, nothing at all could have existed, okay? That's the kind of flood that they're thinking of. This great big old flood that done covered the earth. Back then, yeah, I could say it covered the earth that was around it, and even then, just enough where, maybe Noah couldn't see. And trust me, man's eyes don't see very far. We can see far distances. However, unlike a eagle or a hawk where, no, they are bred and determined to do those things because that's how they get their food. So, yeah. Besides, it's a rant for another day. Of course, this teacher's arrested for having that in there. And as much as, and where I got most of this information is, like I said, some guy 827, he made that video. The other one was from Young Turks. Oh, this one is from War Corps. And this is my own personal thing. Of course, this is about Twitter. Something to do with Google, I swear, Google. Let Google Chrome run in the background. Okay. I'm just going to do that. I love Google. I love Google, but I don't trust you people not to peek, as I want to say. Anyways, I do not understand censorship of any kind. I get the idea that, we shouldn't I understand posting something on Facebook really shouldn't mean a single goddamn thing to anyone, but there you go. It shouldn't mean a goddamn thing. Of course, yeah, this is something related to the news. Apparently, a teacher got in trouble or lost. I don't know what they're doing to this person, but apparently, she got in trouble for posting something on Twitter. Now, of course, you can't do that because, you know, I guess it's saying, she said something about, like, wanting to kill these children, of course. You know, if I was the kids, I'd be bothered and upset too, but here's my issue. I also would respect the fact that as long as it wasn't during work hours, I wouldn't fucking care. Now, my other saying of what I have to state is, guess what? It was in the privacy of her own home. If she had said or stated at school, then yes. Yes. However, I do not think teachers or students even should be told you have no freedom of speech outside of your own home. Does that mean, and I don't think you should have to friend your schools on Facebook of all friggin' things to do. And you shouldn't have to do that. Because I'm sorry to say this. After that bell rings, you're free to do whatever the fuck you want. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, I leave you with those moments of stupidity I had to put up with. You know, just, and to the Nation of Islam, you know, there was once a group of people that oppressed us the way that you plan on oppressing or blaming white people for, and I believe they were called the KKK, of which I'm sure you've talked with. So you mustn't have a problem with me comparing you to them. Anyways, this is Pandora the Eclectic, wondering what the motherfucking hell is going on in our country, and hanging on to the last bit of sanity that she may or may not have left because of it. And telling you to keep it frosty.